Police locally, they say, these are extensive investigations they have to roll out.
I don't think any criminals take any charges seriously after 9 years of Trudeau and the NDP Liberals. They know that even if they're caught, they'll be released on bail within minutes. We saw the guy who shot the police officer last week. He was out on bail after violating his probation orders 24 times. So, the Trudeau catch and release criminal justice system signals to criminals, you can do whatever you want. You can terrorize, you can attack, you can kill, you can rape, and you will be out on bail within minutes to do it all over again. We need to get rid of that catch and release, bring in jail, not bail, mandatory prison sentences to lock up the criminals and stop the crime.
On bail reform, and we know that our Premier, Doug Ford, talked about this last week too, because he's frustrated knowing that the man who's accused of shooting this Toronto police officer had quite a rap sheet, right? So he's saying something needs to be done at the federal level. The Justice Minister saying, well, it's a provincial matter. It seems like there's a lot of back and forth here. No. How do you get involved in this? How do you change maybe the directive, if that is something that you would like to see change?
You just have to repeal Justin Trudeau's bail law. It's C-75. We didn't have these problems before Trudeau. He brought in C-75, which brings in an automatic release on bail for, it's called the principle of restraint. The judges are forced to give the maximum leniency to the newly arrested criminal. And so after 9 years of Trudeau, we have a situation where in Vancouver, the same 40 offenders were arrested 6,000 times in 1 year, 150 arrests per offender per year. I would bring in a law that says if you have a long rap sheet, you will be ineligible for bail, parole, house arrest, or probation. It will be jail, not bail, jail, not bail, when Pierre Poilievre and the common sense Conservatives are in office.
We know this is a huge deal too. I mean, we hear it from people every single day.
Yeah.
So
I think that video speaks enough for itself. What is the issue in Canada with crime and the crazy, absolutely out of hand statistics related to car theft, rise in violent crimes and hate crimes in Canada? It's that the Justin Trudeau Liberals are made this Frankenstein monster themselves. They've implemented that bill that Mr. Poilievre was talking about, and that bill has given such a leniency to criminals that they are allowed to commit crimes, petty crimes, and even pretty bad crimes up to, assault and theft. And like that individual who, many of you might have watched it, who stole that Porsche in Toronto a couple of weeks ago and ran over the person, she got out on bail in the same week. So that seems a little insane to me, that violent criminals are able to get out and terrorize the streets like that. So, of course, I 100% agree with this, that bail reform needs to happen. You can have leniency for a little bit, but you can't let the same people keep getting away with crimes. If they're not being reformed, and if they're being let out as they commit the crimes right before they are sentenced or whatever, then what is the point of arresting the people in the first place? Because if you're just going to let them out on bail 2 minutes later, then it's just going to be the same thing happening again, because they're not feeling any consequence for the crime they're committing. They're ready to go ahead and hit right back at it. 1 day in detention, they're ready to go again. That's what I think, guys, on this. What do you think about bail reform? Please let me know down in the comments below. Love to hear your opinions, and have a wonderful day. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please consider subscribing to support this movement, to hold the government and the officials who run this country accountable. Thank you very much. Goodbye.